Before the league, it's the Cup. Congratulations to Union Saint-Gilloise, winners of the Belgian Cup for the first time in 110 years, beating Royal Antwerp in the decider in Brussels. In the league, week 8 of the playoffs, with Union going to leaders Club Brugge in the game of the week. Before that, a chance for Anderlecht to hit top spot against RSC Genk, with Europe chasing Cercle Brugge going to Antwerp. In the Euro playoffs, it's Gent Leuven, Sint-Truiden Mechelen and Standard Westerlo, while in the relegation playoffs, all about survival for Kortrijk and RWDM. One of those two will be relegated. Club Brugge entering the week on top by 2 points from Anderlecht, with Union Saint-Gilloise 3 points down in third. Club Union to come, but first, Anderlecht in the hunt for top spot against Genk, who have seen coach Wouter Franken depart ahead of his summer move to Ghent.
3 title contenders remaining, 3 match days remaining, and for Anderlecht it is very simple. 3 wins out of the 3 remaining games and they will be the new champions. Delaney tries to curl it, but can't keep the ball down. Second attempts by Anderlecht. Room here for Anders Dreyer. That's a nice ball for Dolberg. Dolberg has to do it himself because no one else was there. Struikens. Verscharen can turn and tries to place the ball. And that's a wonderful strike by Jari Verscharen. And he puts Anderlecht ahead just before half-time. His first start in these playoffs, and already he makes the difference. Struikens. Amuzu. Augustinsson on the outside. Amuzu on his favorite right foot. Struikens. Struikens again. And only the ball prevents the 2-0. Delaney. And there is the bust. No, doesn't touch the ball really well. Backside of the head, I think. Here he goes again. Dolberg as a real striker. The control with the chest and then the really neat, calm finish for a 2-goal lead for Anderlecht with 20 minutes to go. Here is Tolu, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there is Genk with the goal. Tolu Arakodare hasn't been in this position for the whole game, and we didn't expect Genk to react. In fact, they hardly reacted at all. But look at the time and the space for El Ouadi. That's very poor defending by Amuzu. Kayembe. Yeah, that's the way to serve Tolu Arakodare. And indeed, it has finished. Anderlecht 2, Genk 1. Anderlecht has done once again what it had to do win.
Cup final misery for the outgoing double holders on Thursday. Now it's a straight three-way fight for Europe, and one of those opponents is coming up today. From the Boswell, it's Royal Antwerp against Cercle Bruges. Poked forward by Kerk! Side netting. What a very good opening for Guirano Kerk. Out of practically nothing. Good cross-heel ball. And that little touch sat up perfectly for him. Might open up for Le Maréchal! And Cercle in front! Just past the half-hour mark! Antwerp, static! Goals and back-to-back games for Le Maréchal, having not netted for Cercle Bruges before that. Van der Bruggen. Saw the doors open. Richard Lartin again, and again he didn't get much behind it at all. And that's been miscued. Big chance. Kevin Denke's on the way in. Bataille trying to stop him, but right now no one can stop Kevin Denke. It's his fourth goal of the playoffs for the league's leading scorer. It's 2-0 before half-time. And if you give this man a chance like that, he will punish you every single time. This will be a goal back. It's Kerk. We've seen this picture before. Antwerp have a goal back with 12 minutes remaining, and it's Guirano Kerk who's got it. Six and a half minutes of normal time and quite a few stoppages to come, and look at this from Alderweireld! Oh, he puddled up behind that. He's their front man now when they need him up front. Good turn by Alderweireld, and wham! Good save by Wallace. Just begs the question, had he played there permanently, how good a centre forward would Alderweireld be? And that's whipped across and off the post. Must be three. If it's Kevin Denke in front of goal, it had to be three. It wasn't. What a strike by a leg bay off the post. This game is wide open now. Alderweireld try not to get bogged down, almost got it. Oh, it's in for Kerk! Great save! They have cracked the code! They're up to fourth in the table! It's 2-0 for Cercle Bruges in the title playoffs, their third win! Yes! Kevin Denke does it again, yes! And Cercle do it again! A brilliant run to the semi-finals of Europe for Club Brugge, a brilliant run to the Cup for Union. They've kept their celebrations light. Good ball, Thiago! Murray's covering, just couldn't steer it in. Great header, just wide. Van Aken in a brilliant spot right in front of goal. It would be up that a man completely revived would put Club Brugge ahead. Van Aken floated well, great header! And Skov Olsen hits the post with his first touch. What a magnificent opening. This is their 61st game of the campaign. 63 it's going to end at. For Union Saint-Gilloise, it's their 56th. And they might hit the front here. What a magnificent goal! Head up, Cercle! A strike from the absolute heavens! Goalkeeper clearance, hitting a player. That's a great ball in! 4-1, Skov Olsen! Set up by Cercle! And Club are level again. They were only behind for 9 minutes. Club Brugge, the home side in the derby. Skov Olsen's in again! He's hit the post again! De Kuiper, chance to get in. There's plenty forward here! Skov Olsen does it again! And Club Brugge are in front! And they're all off the bench. Nielsen hits the post. Cercle stopped by Dennis Odoi. Puertas ready to send it in. Decent delivery, and Makita's up there, and he's equalised. Koki Makita, the winning goal scorer in the cup final. Seven minutes of added time. Koki Makita here, the man who scored the leveller. Puertas, chance to cut inside the area and really test Simon Mignolet there. And the title race swings in Anderlecht's direction. Club Brugge and Union Saint-Gilloise have given us a classic. It's finished 2-2 and Anderlecht atop after their big win on Saturday night over Racing Genk. Into the European playoffs, empty streets around the Sclesson on a match day. Fan protests against Standard Liège owners 777 partners increasing. Even though they finished lower 2 years ago, this being written by many as Standard's worst season in decades and about to get worse. Visitors Westerlo arriving on time, but Standard nowhere to be seen in their own stadium, held up by a fan blockade. Near the bottom in the European playoffs, the Roosters are winless in 7, with only 3 victories in the last 22 league games. They only confirmed their survival in the top flight with 2 games to go. A lot of this coming from their problems off the pitch. For the 3rd time in the space of a year, Standard have been hit with a transfer ban over non-payment of fees, with the players and staff learning before the game they had not been paid for April. Beset lately by financial problems and legal battles elsewhere within their group, 777 partners were proving uncontactable before the game. Fan protests have been increasing and getting more vociferous in recent weeks, with roadblocks set up near the stadium, preventing Standard's team coach from reaching the ground. The 8:45 kickoff coming and going, so referee Matongo Simonini, in charge of a top-flight game for the first time in his career, left with the unfortunate decision of having to abandon the game, despite a few thousand fans already being inside the stadium. It's Standard's first forfeit of the season. Watch this space. Gent have already won the European playoffs, but changes are coming. Wouter Branken taking over as Buffalo's coach. The clock is running out, and I'm Van Ijzenbrück. First corner of the game is Leuven's in their change kit today, curiously. Maziz to swing it in. Russo! Good header! Franco Russo gets his first goal for the club. Whatever that signal meant, it worked. The Argentine, who has won a league winners' medal this season with Ludogorets. It's his first goal since coming from Bulgaria. 1-0. Well, Van Ijzenbrück has said before this game he's not very happy with the circumstances of his imminent departure and the fact that everybody knows he won't be in charge next season, and who will be. Decent break by Coombs. Good to see him back, by the way. Out for a few months with injury. Big deflection. Lovely cut inside, out for the corner. Good control for Coombs. Hulsiger, he's had a long injury break himself and scored and has come back. And Coombs in for Tissanali. Good save by Prevo. Smothered it well. He's come in for Toby Lice in the past few weeks and has performed excellently. Not much to write home about so far. Well, text home about. 1-0 Leuven. Samoz cut it out well. Still going. Matti Samoz. Chance to be in here. And he's looking for a penalty for handball. Samoz in position. Not a lot in that. And will not get a spot kick. It's Russo blocking. Corner it is, in by Hong, and Russo heading over the top. 3 of his best attackers sold mid-season. What do you do from there? They were top of the table at the time, close to it. Great ball in! Oh, what a chance for Gandelman. And hasn't he been in some scoring form lately? In double figures for the first time in his career, and that just over. Beautiful ball in, and he got there first. Prevo with the chance to get it away long. Decent early lead for Leuven, which they've held on to. And Ralph out of his area in big trouble. Here's Johan Maziz, great chance. Headed away, straight in the path of Martens. And saved by Ralph. Gent got themselves into all sorts of trouble here. The back pass opening the door suddenly. Maziz with a chance on the rebound. It had fallen earlier, so invitingly for Mwanta. And then the final strike by Martens. Martens. Picking it up. Giving it away. Now Russo coming across with a challenge on Matias Fernandez Pardo. Well, in many ways he was the last man, and that would be a red, but I think the whistle had already gone. It had done. So he gets a yellow for the tackle. Gerkens with a corner. Watanabe just over the top. 6 minutes remaining and they're still pushing for an equaliser. Decent chance. Only one loss in 7 for Oscar Garcia's Leuven now. A strong end to the season and close to the highest ever finish. Only 2 defeats in 10 for Gent, both against Leuven. Gent 0, Leuven 1. Second visiting third in the European playoffs. All dead rubbers at this stage after the playoffs deciding loss to Gent. Mechelen are 4 points clear of the Canaries, who are seeking their highest finish since being 4th in 2010. Still a bit at stake. This is 8th against 9th in the table effectively. An 8th would be a great finish for both. Konate on the way through, released by Slimani, and he scored! Mechelen thought they were ahead. They still can be. That may well have been onside. Slimani through for Murray Konate. Good finish. And it's a good goal. It counts. Keeping plenty up here are Sint-Truiden. Koita. Chance to bring it forward. Great break by Koita this is. Could go all the way. Koita, Bertuccini, it's in. Adriano Bertuccini's done it again. A year ago, he was playing in the 3rd flight in amateur football. Koita, a great pro. One of the players of the season. One of the highest scorers in the league this season. Tried to make it up. Bertuccini finished it brilliantly. What a superb burst forward by Aboubakary Koita. And it's Bertuccini who guides it home. He scored in back-to-back games for 1-1. Excellent, excellent. Koita made it work. Cracking ball. Boca, lovely break. Bertuccini, he's got another one. 3 goals in 2 games and 4 for the season for a man who started the campaign with RSC Liège. A dozen goals for them. Now he's in the top flight with Sint-Truiden, and he's got 2 today. He's got 4 for the second half of this season in the top flight. 2-1. Well taken. He is the man. Bertuccini. Look at this, he's got great pace and he's in again here. Adriano Bertuccini on the hat-trick. Just pulled it across goal. What a great chance. What pace. His first touch is close to the centre circle in his own half, and he brought it all the way through, fighting hard with a base but a cross goal. Bafdili, oh, it almost went in. Suzuki keeping it out. Paid close attention, didn't he? That was heading across goal, not in though. Rebound fell to Schoofs. Decent finish to the season for Sint-Truiden. Koita. He's away again. Koita's gone to the races here. Little cut outside, and Tolan saving it. Sint-Truiden's first win in 6 games, and they're now just 1 point off Mechelen, who've now lost both games since Besnik Hassi announced his imminent departure. The Canaries haven't had a top 8 finish for 14 years, but they're closer to it now. Only a point off them. Sint-Truiden 2, Mechelen 1. Charleroi are staying up, finishing top of the relegation playoffs with weeks to spare. It's Damien Mark's farewell game. Kortrijk are hoping it won't be theirs. They've won the last two, but if they don't win this game and RWDM win theirs, then Kortrijk's 16-year spell in the top flight is over. A lot for the Kerels to fight for today. Charleroi have been brilliant in recent weeks, but it's a good early break here by Isaac Davis, right down the centre, and he didn't have enough behind the shot. Smothered by Ave Coffey. What an opening for the Welshman. Didn't have the finish. Brilliant ball forward. Ode Daba. Chance to cut inside and then outside. Pirard with the save. Decent break forward by Bernier. And lofted over the top, and somehow it stayed out. Heymans with the little chip. So close to a breakthrough. Lovely ball by Bernier. But it stays 0-0. Way by Pirard. Decent cutout. Bernier again on the near side. He's done brilliantly here. He's gone down, penalty. A really good break forward by Antoine Bernier. Just past the midway point in the first half. The challenge by Dion Deneuve. Dan Heymans it is. 1-0 it is. Very well turned in by one of the heroes of Charleroi big revival. Heymans low beyond Pirard. His 5th goal of the season. Kortrijk have tried to pick themselves up. That's not the way to do it though. Given away majorly. Daba. It's going to come across towards Bernier, and it's 2. 2 goals in little under quarter of an hour. And Charleroi take control of this one. A big giveaway. Daba bringing it through, then Dan Heymans didn't have a shot on, too many red shirts around, but Bernier on the near side with a bit of room. Pirard coming out. But Bernier turning in. They have completed the great escape. 2-0. Charleroi in complete control. This is turning into a very good fit for Rick de Mil. Kortrijk looking for a lifeline. A win and they stay up. Controlled here for Kangwa. That's a really good cross and it's in by Davis. Isaac Davis converting. Kortrijk fighting for their lives. Really good cross by Kings Kangwa. And Davis crowns it. So 2-1, they have a chance. It's 12th of the season. Good deep corner. And in, it's 3, it's Silla. And that's the end of that. Pirard parrying. And that's looking like condemning Kortrijk to defeat in their last game of the season. Coffey giving it away. And Davis is in, and Coffey has redeemed himself. A good stretch by the Burkina Faso goalkeeper. Oh, he's hurt himself a bit. His pride was hurt earlier. Good stop. And Ove Coffey, who seems set to be on his way to France and to Lens, goes off injured. His final game for the club then. Delavallee replacing him. Another win for Charleroi. 5 in a row and now 6 unbeaten under Rick de Mil. They can grow under him next season. It's job done for this. As for Kortrijk, they are not yet safe, with their survival firmly hanging in the balance now. For them, it depends on whether Eupen can get a result against RWDM. If not, if it's an RWDM win, then the Carrols will be going down to the Challenger Pro League. Charleroi aren't though. Charleroi 3, Kortrijk 1. Only a win will do for RWDM to overtake Kortrijk. The Molenbeek club a point behind going into this, but Kortrijk would get the nod on the head-to-head, so it has to be about the final 3 points of the season. Eupen already relegated, nothing to play for but their own individual pride. Rock bottom for Eupen. Their spell in the top flight is over, and Magne! That was a good perky effort. Keita. In trouble, he's lost it. Here's the opening. It should be 1-0. Shoto Abe. Glorious chance for the Japan international. Romildo robbing Keita, and Abe so close. Decent competitive game, not a huge crowd. Open season is over. Crowds have stayed away today. Van Genekten, just wide. Very good setup by Patinama. And Van Genekten, who scored their opening 2 goals of the season, hasn't been able to get another here. Forward by Ave. Chance for Camera to play it in the centre, and Biron so close. Quite a bit for Yannick Ferreira to think about as it is. His side are going down. It's 0-0. So the second half underway. No breakthrough yet at the Kerweg, right on the German border, where it's second flight football next season. But what about in Molenbeek? They need a goal. They need the win. Nothing less will do. But they're under pressure here. Chance Białek. Really good try for the Polish international, 20 seconds after the restart. And pushed away well by Hubert. Isaac Nuhu being released well by Keita. Nuhu has got options in front of him. Nuhu could go all the way. He has gone all the way. What a lovely finish. It has been a very bleak campaign for the Pandas. They've been very much threatened all season. But Nuhu looking to finish on a high. That is a nice goal. Slipped it in the inside of the post past Hubert, who won't be happy about that at all. Flick on was strong. I know who could be in here. Hubert just got there in time. It's been open season, our goalkeepers, the past few weeks, and Hubert almost with a big error. So 1-0 down, or WDM still in it. Segovia. Good chance for the cross here from Segovia. He's gone down. It's Hyundai's challenge, and it's a penalty. Lothar Dont has given it. 15 minutes to go. It might be a massive lifeline for RWDM. Hyundai bringing Segovia down. VAR having a look. It is a foul, but it's outside. And it's going to be a free kick instead of a penalty. Tight margins. Mercier's corner. Gay with the header. Just wide. Time running out for RWDM. 15 minutes to go. And they still trail. Mercier got behind it. Good low drive. Slanina saving it. That's a cracking ball forward. Pushing up is Piron. Own goal! And that's the moment to relegate RWDM. Christ Makoso has turned it into his own net in the 89th minute. And it is goodbye to RWDM in what has been a horrible season. Their first back in the top flight, in 20 years. Makoso putting it to his own net. And RWDM are going down. It's been a real case study in how not to do things when you arrive in the top flight. 4 coaches for the season, Ferreira the last of them, producing only 7 wins. Who knows how they would have done had they not sacked Vincent Everard as coach before their opening game. It's a pity for the fine people working locally at the club. But both Eupen and RWDM are relegated. Eupen 2, RWDM 0. Anderlecht's significant win over RSC Genk amplified by the thrilling 2-2 draw between Club Brugge and Union Saint-Gilloise. Cercle with their first top-flight victory at Antwerp since 1995. In the European playoffs, a rare loss for Gent at the hands of Leuven. Sint-Truiden seeing off Mechelen, Standard against Westerlo not getting off the ground. At the bottom, wins for Charleroi and Eupen, sending RWDM down, while Kortrijk's fate now comes via the promotion-relegation playoff. So Anderlecht are back on top, level on points with Club Brugge, but their higher league placing in the regular season giving the Mauves the nod in their head-to-head. An Anderlecht win over Club next Sunday would win them the league title if Union drop points at Cercle. Union themselves are 3 points down and can still win the league with 2 games to play, but those hopes now very thin. Union's cup success means Cercle's move to 4th puts them in an automatic European qualifying position. Genk in 5th and the European playoff place against the winners of the European playoffs. And that would be Gent, who are taking Genk coach Wouter Franken at the end of the season. Arjen van Ijzenbrück has already said his goodbye to the Buffaloes fans. If Mechelen take the runners-up spot, it'll be their 3rd 8th place finish in 4 seasons. At the bottom, it's all over after just 1 season back for RWDM. They and Eupen go down. Kortrijk are in the promotion-relegation playoff. The biggest game next weekend comes at Parc Astrid. Anderlecht and Club Brugge are locked to the top, but a win for Anderlecht would crown them league champions for the first time in 7 years if Union drop points in the lunchtime game at Cercle. Genk host Antwerp on Monday, which is a public holiday in Belgium. In the Euro qualifiers, it's Sint-Truiden Leuven, Westerlo Mechelen, and hopefully Standard against Gent. And Sunday sees the promotion-relegation playoff first leg involving Kortrijk. A 1-1 draw between Lommel and Deinze in the first leg of the promotion playoff final in the Challenger Pro League last week. Kortrijk waiting to see who would emerge from this second leg at Deinze's Dakota Arena. Lommel, owned by the City Football Group, that is Manchester City at the summit, going in front with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Diego Rosa setting up Finland striker Juho Talvite for the lead, scoring from the edge of the area. Goalkeeper Nacho Miras deceived. The shot helped by a major deflection in off Denis Pirochenko. Deinze looking for an equaliser from every angle in the second half. This from inside his own half from Suleiman and Lommel keeper Jari de Busse getting back just in time. It would have been a sensational equaliser. This on the hour mark. 65 minutes on the clock when Deinze's attacking pressure would finally bear some fruit. Lennon Mertens equalising for 1-1. Level again on aggregate at 2-2. With the game heading towards extra time, Lommel pushing plenty forward. Karim Daman for Arthur Salas. The Brazilian's back heel sending in Diego Rosa for the lead goal. 10 minutes from time. A good finish, but what a beautiful setup. No further goals in it, so Steve Bowles Lommel hold on to win 2-1 on the day, 3-2 in aggregate. Having never played in the top flight before, they'll face Kortrijk in the promotion-relegation playoff final, the first leg of which takes place at Lommel's Sovereign Stadium next Sunday night. They have prospects. Until then, from Will Downing and the Pro League team, enjoy your football.